Hello everyone, Corn here, and I've got you up in the craft room with me. And again, I think you all know that this table mount is something that I can't see what you guys are seeing. I know it's going to be awfully close up, which I apologize for, but I hope that it's okay and that you're able to see what I've been doing. I thought you might be interested. First, I'm going to show you real quick my punches. These three are from the Paper Studio. I have a tiny heart. Let me get those out of the way. A medium-sized heart. They don't have the dimensions on them, or I'd tell you. And then this, what I would call a larger. It's not large. I have a Fisker's dove or bird punch. I have the mini envelope punch board by We Are Memory Keepers. I have a Tim Holtz bow punch by Sizzix. And I have this adorable, oh, I'm sorry, that is probably a little too bright. Apologize with that light on. But this is EK punch that is a mason jar. Put that over here, get that out of the way. And some of the things I have been working on are these envelopes that are, we've got the mini ones, but then I went a little larger also and did these guys. And I did this one too with the Hugs and Kisses paper. And what I was going to do, let me show you super quick. This is just what's going to be mostly what's on the inside of a embellishment box that I'm working on for the February giveaway. And I was going to first just do these tiny little mini envelopes and just decorate, you know, that outside just a little bit and include those in the box. But I was watching Amanda Christina, and her channel name here on YouTube is Heavenly Imaginings. You've heard me mention her before. And she has a great, I don't know if she's calling it a tutorial or a project share about these mini envelopes and filling them with hearts for Valentine's Day. And so I saw that and I was like, oh my stars, that's cuter than what I had in mind. And she's so wonderful. She is extremely creative and she shares her creations with us, so that but I'm a firm believer in, you know, do your own thing to them also, and, you know, give credit where credit is due. And this is for to fill it with the hearts and the Tim Holtz bow punch. That's her, but she does something even cuter with the bow punch, which I did for a few things. But she only attaches it, glues it right in the center, and then lifts up the edges so that it looks 3D. So, anywho, this is what I'm working on for the past couple of days, actually, the giveaway. And I don't have tons of my pre-made, you know, me making embellishments. I know a lot of people do that, but I know a lot of my subbies are paper crafters themselves and they want to make their own. So this is a matter of glitter and clothespins. Some of them have, I'll go through it, you know, when I get it all finished. But, you know, cording and pom-poms and rose trim and cut aparts and punches and foam stickers and sequins and bling and all sorts of fun stuff in here for a February giveaway. So I got started on that, and then I just kind of went wild. I just kept going and going and going because, as you see, they are so much fun. And like I said, what Christina does is hers end up like this. And you could even do that too. Glue, if you punch out two, glue one down and then glue one the way she does. And what I do, she says too, if you have this darling little tool, which is something I use more than anything, because you all know I work with so many tiny things, which is weird because I have really bad eyesight, but that's what I do. I like tiny little things. And you just put your glue right there, and you just, what I do is just the tweezers, I just put them, hold it like that until it adheres. What I'm using today is in this, Handsome got this for me, this little bottle. It is art glitter glue in this one. And if I mention to you all that I, do glue two pieces of paper together, which I'll show you something else I've been working on, that you all already know is with the fabric tack. I love how stiff it makes things. And I will show you all real quick my other projects. I've only been working on 3, but they're just so much fun. This is a tag. And this one is my little, it has the googly eyes, but I love the googly eyes because they have lashes, y'all. And she can look like, oh, brother. She can just look straight at you or look over there. And the punch for the tag itself is Paper Studio also. And then I got the pale pink eyelash trim for her hair, which it kind of looks like a ponytail. And then her lips come from, let me see. This is from their foam and glitter. And, oh, sorry again, all that glare. This is from Walmart. I just got that when I was getting groceries. And then her eyes, sorry, they didn't have the little flip, with the glue on it back here, so I have to take the tops off to get to them. But these, Doris, I think that's how you pronounce it properly, had these out. And I got these on clearance for 97 cents at Joann Fabrics. That was some time ago, though. And so I'm making one like this. There's also one, haven't, done it yet, glued the stuff down or anything, but there's also one that I thought would be fun to put a little of the organza over it, and maybe make it look like a little hat up here or something. I'm working on them. But I just think they're fun, personally. And then I also did, while I was working with, because Amanda was saying if you punch out tons of hearts, then they're all there for you to get together, And then I also did these, here's how that bow comes out, you all. This other bow punch, this little one, I personally don't know who does it because they don't have the name on here. If you all know, if you put it, tell me in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. But this little bow punch is what's punching out these guys. And this is the one that Amanda said, that's that Tim holds, and you just hold it down like that with your tweezers. And then y'all are going to laugh, the little top that I put on them, I think you all remember. Everything's so metallic. Sorry, guys. But with this, these Hobby Lobby had on clearance. You're supposed to go like so in their party section for 75% off, and then, you know, hook them together and make a cute little chain. Well, I was looking at them, and you know, they weren't even $1, I don't think, when they were on clearance. And I was looking, thinking, I can do something with these. And what I ended up doing was just lining up my punch. You see how it's in sections, and lining it up like so, which is almost perfect, and then just punching out the tops for them. And so I did a bunch of those because some will go in this embellishment box, and some will go to other friends. And if you want to see, highly recommend Amanda, going to see Amanda, because again, that's Heavenly Imaginings, because this is the smallest one on that punch board. She does one even smaller using that board, if y'all have it. And if you do not have the mini punch board, before that, if I wanted to do a mini envelope, I looked at Little Hot Tamale. She does have a tutorial on how to do them without the punch board, and I highly recommend that. And then I just got to the point where I wanted, to do them a little bit bigger, because I just think they look so festive, and it just looks like you're sending all this love, And that was fun for me. And I think you all know I have a lot of glitter paper that's even small that I got 75% off. And also, I do things like this. The confetti, this is 98 cents at Walmart. I actually used this one whole. There's that one. But when it came to the red one, which is larger, I actually punched them out. So, you can get a lot of hearts out of these hearts for 98 cents if you care to. And I did the same for the metallic ones. And these, you get 24 pieces in these also for 98 cents. And I punched out of, because even some of these are a little messed up. A couple of them are a little messed up here. And just use them to punch out smaller hearts. And they come in lavender, red, and pink. So there's tons of things you can, you can use. And what I thought we would do today, and hopefully my head won't get in the way, because you'll see I might get out of frame from time to time because I need to put it up towards me. And again, I cannot see what you all are seeing. I'm so sorry. The only one that has a real bow on it is this one. And I've done bows for about 45 years. But let me tell you something. Norma Lisa, and that's her channel name, she does them differently than I did for those 45 years. But this is how they come out if you do them her way. You know how you do a loop here, and then you tie the loops together, which is different from them. This is how it comes out. And I highly recommend her channel too. She's fantastic. She's got tons of things going on in her life right now, but she rocks. She really does. And yes, she is a personal friend. But I'm not saying that just because of that. We became very close here on YouTube. So, let me get these out of the way, and then we will do a few together. Okay? I think I showed that one too, I hope. And then we're going to do this one. And I did go ahead and ink around the edges of that one. I'll show you what I inked around the edges with. That was with Colorworks, and this was by Hampton Art, and this was 75% off at Hobby Lobby 2 months ago. Remember, I'm, using what I got. Plus, I did get a few other little items that I could stretch. I don't know if this is in frame, but I will show you. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. My hearts and bows that I've punched out. And that's what Amanda Christina did too. She said, just keep punching, and then they're there. You don't have to slow down too much, and you just keep it going, you know? So first, let's do this first. And what I do, because I try, I'm a pre-planner. I really am. I want things planned ahead of time so that if I like it, I stay with it. If I'm not happy with it, then I'm like, oh boy, you know? So what I did first is there's that little envelope, and instead of having the bottom, you know, in a point here, I went ahead and cut it off. I love the idea of 2 doves and a heart. I just think that's sweet, and I pre-glued those. Okay. So what we're going to do, see, that's the whole one from Walmart, and that goes like so. And what Amanda Christina was showing us was that you don't do the glue down the whole heart. What you're going to do is just glue like so, okay? Just your bottom part. And you'll see why in a bit. So I'm going to have it like so. Okay. And just kind of press down on that little baby. And then what I do, and again, if you all do these, do your own thing. But I make sure that I get, and see, that's why you don't glue the whole thing, because you're going to be tucking behind and behind and behind as you go up. But I like the thought of angling them so that they're sitting in that envelope a certain way. See? And I usually judge it by up here, you know, just have it a little bit over the envelope flap. I like the looks of that personally. So I use this. If somebody asks me, of course, besides your glue and everything else, what's your favorite tool or with paper crafting, I would have to say this baby. And it took me a while to get used to because my tweezers don't work this way. But I absolutely love them. I really do. I think I use them more than anything. But we're going to go here. And then I'm going to have to get this a little close to me, y'all. Like I said, I may not be the most fun person to watch because I do have to. I'm getting new glasses, and probably a week they should be here, and we'll see how that works out. But I've kind of been told these eyes of mine, oh, I'm going to go the other way. These eyes of mine are not the best. And that's okay, right? Okay. Whoa. Get back up there, glue. I'm not putting any more glue in that bottle until I use up my old stuff. So, like I said, I kind of judge it up here. And then I usually put another heart here. And this one's two-sided. This is paper that was Martha Stewart paper that was given to me by Lynn Wilson. She's such a sweetheart. Last year. And she has a new channel name, and I apologize because I personally don't know it. Now, let me see if I want this one here. Maybe this one here. Ooh, or maybe that one there. Ooh, that might be pretty. And then this one at the top. I like the little ones at the top. So, and maybe come down with that. Okay. And then we'll do this one here. Okay. How's that looking? Let's do that. Oh, hoot nanny do. I always like to make sure if one side's prettier than the other. There we go. And I thought if I sometimes do this, if I have a gold near the bottom, I kind of like to pick it up again at the top. I don't know if you all do stuff like that. And let me know if you do like gold with pink, because I like both gold and silver with pink. What do you all think? Okay. Like I said, if I'm super close, I'm sorry, guys. But I haven't quite figured out the best way for that camera mounting. I know how to work on the other one. It's downstairs, but this one, sometimes you just have to fiddle for a while. And I might do, because I think that might be too low. Yeah. Let's see. No, I like the little tip of it hanging out. I think that's cute. Or do I? All right, what do y'all think? Should we go with, let's see, like a little something like this? And then do the little gold? Is that cuter? What y'all think? I do know this. This didn't want to stay. Oh, that's not cool. My art glitter glue didn't glue. Let's try that again, y'all. That's usually doesn't happen. Let me press on it. Maybe that'll help us. Yeah, that usually doesn't happen. There we go. And we all get glue on us, don't we? That's just a given, isn't it? I thought that would be cute up there. There we go. And since this is so low, what I've been doing is just gluing the bottom here, like so. If you can see that. Oh, I hope you can see that. I'm at a complete loss because this holder, I can't see anything. So what I've been doing is just going to the bottom like that. And I think I got too much glue on it. Yes, I did. Whoa. Glue overload. Okay. And that's how that one turned out. Nice and glittery and sending somebody lots of love. And then we're also, I thought if you wanted to, some of you all are so sweet. Some of y'all don't really care, but some of y'all are so precious about, you like to watch people, you know, crafting. So I thought that was sweet, nice comments I got when I was posted that video about the journal, you know. So what I do on this one, as you can see, my glue is acting funny. Of course, let's spread that around a little bit with the nozzle. Okay. And what happens if you get some glue, as you know, on anything metallic, once it dries, you can take it off with your hands, actually. And then with these, this little cutout was in that same paper pad that Lynn gave me, the Martha Stewart one. And remember, since I am a very poor judge of anything straight, I try to line this up on my mat so that I don't have it all cockeyed. I have issues with straightness, y'all. And I don't know why. Yes, I do. It's not me. It's more fun for me to be a little askew. Let's see if that is not too far out. Get that glue off of there. Okay. And then with these, I just had a tendency to do a lot of just the little hearts, like it looks like, I mean, there's no words on them or anything, but it kind of reminds me of conversation hearts a little bit, you know? And these can be glued down. Come on, glue. they can be glued down 100%. You don't have to be too cautious. But I try to set them because, you know, mason jars are a little thick at the bottom, so I don't try to put them too much directly on the bottom, you know. Let's do a red one on this side. I tell you, these are time consuming. Not for Amanda. Amanda did it so quickly. She was like boom, 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 boom. I admire crafters who do that, but that's not me. That's not me. Let's see, can we... Feels funny to be in my craft room without music. This morning, when I was crafting, I was listening to gospel. Great gospel on the station on a Sunday morning, you know. Super cool. If you want, I'd be more than glad to hear what kind of music you all listen to. Most of the time I'm into R&B. That's my thing. And it has been since I was a youngin'. I like a little bit of everything, but, ooh, don't you dare. You don't like the glitter. And I used to say I liked everything but opera. And then Music 101, you know what I mean? When you're introduced to the opera and you find out just how wonderful it can be as long as my professor gave us the words, my friend and I, and we were like, dang, this is cool. Because we didn't understand it before, we were like, what? You know? And it has some dimension. Since you keep building them up, it does give you a little bit of a dimension there. And then what I do to make sure that I've got it kind of in the center, I lined it up again. And like I said, this is what Amanda Christina did with hers, which you see gives it that 3D effect. But you can still, you know, put one on top of the other like in an embellishment box, and it won't hurt it because your recipient, yeah, all they have to do is, you know what I mean, just like when we do it with the butterflies, just, you know, push it back together and it's fine. But like she does, just right there, no place else, you know. And then like you know, you don't have to have one of these. You can place even a toothpick there if you want. And then, like we do those butterflies too, I'll put my top back on my glue so that it doesn't dry out, because it does super easy. And so this is what we did together. This one and this one. And I'd like to thank you all so, so much for joining me. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody.